Welcome back, YouTubers. So it is currently raining here at the Philadelphia Cricket Club, and one of my kids has given me pink eye. So I've got these enormous glasses on, and that is not a good combination in the rain. I'm still going to make sure you get all the information you need as a senior player, though, to hit the ball better and further and easier. And today, we're going to talk about some speed. Let's review real quick what we did last time, which was turning our trail foot out, adding a little bit of hip turn, making sure the swing can get as far back as humanly possible, so you can add the speed in the right place. And that's what we're going to do today. You ready? Let's go. Now, speed is super important. We need to add speed, but how do we do it? There's a lot of different ways to do it, and some people might want to add speed by moving laterally really fast. Now, I can probably hit the ball, add some speed by moving laterally, but I can only move so far laterally, and so fast. It's probably not the easiest way to create speed. Another way I can do it is I can add rotation. I can turn really fast. Some of the best players in the world turn really quickly. Now, obviously, you might not be able to turn as quickly as me, but there's probably a limit to how fast I can rotate. Also, didn't look all that coordinated, right? The other way I can do it is I can push off the ground, right? So I can push into the air. It's kind of like maybe I see some junior golfers do, so they go, and they jump up in the air. None of those things really need to be what you do. So as a senior player, those really aren't options for you. The thing that will be an option is using your arms and hands properly. So the modern golf swing has taken a lot of the hands, arms, and wrists out of the swing. It's kind of just predicated on a lot of rotation, slowing down the hands to make sure we're very accurate. That's all great stuff. But for you, you're trying to increase your speed. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to make a drill, and we're going to do a no backswing swing. Sounds kind of crazy, but the no backswing swing is going to look a little something like this. You're going to hinge the golf club right here, directly over the top of the golf ball. So the handle of the club is still on top of the ball. It hasn't moved away from it. We haven't had this one-piece takeaway, but you're just going to take the club back and make an L. So my hands are still directly over the ball. And from right here, all I want you to do is practice unhinging the club and rotating to the left. It's going to be kind of hard to do at first because you're not going to be so sure what to do with that much angle coming into the golf ball. But let's do it again. Let's go really slow. You're going to hinge it. And from right here, you're going to slowly come back down into the golf ball. You're going to strike the ball and extend your arms. The important piece to know is when the arms get as long and straight as possible post-impact, that is when the club is probably, it's not a perfect science, but probably moving the fastest in your golf swing. So now, what you're going to do is you're going to layer last week's lesson onto this week's lesson. So how are we going to make this swing bigger? After you kind of master the no backswing drill, you're going to start to layer in some of the footwork and the hip stuff. So here we go. Get set up, get your L over the golf ball, and start increasing your backswing. Let's do maybe, a quarter backswing. Ooh, that wasn't perfect. But I've got the club moving faster through the golf ball. And what I want you to do is practice this and keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger and keep adding more and more speed. So here's a half swing. And if you notice, I'm still just extending my arms out. If I did this drill with no ball and I took my golf club, hinged it, backswing, and just threw the golf club, I'd want you to throw it as high and far into the driving range as humanly possible. But since we don't want to go retrieve that on this rainy March day, what I would say is hold on to it and keep making bigger backswings and keep adding speed. You will know that you're doing it correctly when you can audibly hear the speed of the golf club post-impact. It's going to sound a lot different. Make sure when you're doing it, as you take the club back further and further and further, we're not unloading it behind the golf ball. We're trying to return it back to that same exact spot to create the most amount of speed through the golf ball. Keep working on that until you get all the way up to the top of your backswing and still can create a lot of speed through the golf ball. All right, so now that you've got your hip turn and your speed, do yourself a favor, hit subscribe, check out the comments, leave one yourself, and I'm going to give away some free golf lessons using the Skillest app, and we're going to check in again next week and add our last piece to making you the best senior player that you could possibly be.